Okay, guys, so I figured I would do a little bit of a questionnaire with my mom here. You never know when you're gonna want this type of stuff down the road. Plus, it's Mother's Day, and I thought it might kind of be fun for her to reminisce about yours truly.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to ask you a couple things. So, first of all, what was it like raising a legend like myself?
It was definitely interesting. You were definitely a mama's boy growing up. You've always loved reptiles, always. You always had, I can't even think of all the little animals you've had, lizards and what was
You
that?
remember when I brought home the piranhas and didn't tell you guys about it because there was that little exotic store that opened up?
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. And I didn't know anything about them, but it was cool when they've been into bologna. You should definitely not feed them bologna, though,
No,
guys.
no, no. But it was fun. It was fun. We did a lot of stuff together, and you went fishing a lot with your dad, and yeah, you were a fun kind of kid. Still are.
So you said I was a mama's boy.
Yeah.
Uh, Explain how deep that goes. How much time did we spend together?
All the time. All the time. I worked for a school district, and so you were with me all the time before and after school. And at that time, I was driving a school bus so that I could be home with you guys. You did your spelling test on the bus with me, and we walked between routes, and we did a lot of fun things together. A lot of fun things together. I had a lot of quality time that I didn't really get with your brother because I was working full time.
Uh huh.
So that's probably why you don't share me very well.
She stole. Well, see, what she's not saying, she had so much fun with me around. It was just, it was almost as if it was unbearable for me not to be with
Oh,
you.
yes, it was just
It brought pain.
so incredible. Yes, it was painful.
So, what's a couple fun memories that you remember from when I was younger? What's a couple things that when you think about, oh, Steven?
Well, it could be when you were supposed to be mowing the yard, and you said, "No, I'm not going to do it."
This is a horrible story to share on Mother's Day.
We went into the garage to have a chat about it, and when we came back out, you got behind the push mower, and I said, "You're going to act like you love mowing my grass." You mowed all my flowers down, and you were out there "Hey, come back!" You were out there yelling, "I love my mom. I love mowing. I love my mom."
I hate that this is
I
the
know.
story that comes to your mind. When I think of my baby,
No, and I also think about the time that
this better be better.
It
It
is.
don't get worse.
It is the time that we went fishing with your dad, and you were little, and we had a big container of those cheese puff balls.
Uh-huh.
You were little, and
I still get in trouble for this,
yeah,
by the way.
yeah, because I looked behind the boat, and it was just a squiggly line of cheese puffs through the lake where we had been, and that was like our major snacks for the day out
Yeah.
there, and most of them were in the lake by then.
That was like 3 years ago.
Whatever. And then another time we went fishing, and your dad didn't like me to back the truck down, so he was going to do it. You and I and Donnie were out in the boat,
That was just me and
and
you.
was it? We
Oh,
were just
yeah,
supposed
it
to
was.
be idling, and your dad was having some kind of snot slinging fit up on the dock. And he was yelling at me to bring the boat in. He was cussing.
He
and
was
carrying
saying
on.
things.
Yeah, he was very verbal, and
You stopped.
I know, and I yelled. All those men were out there on the dock
Oh,
listening
yeah,
to him yell at
I
me.
remember this very well.
And I said, "I'm not coming in there till you quit talking to me like that." Oh, he was so mad because he couldn't get a hold of me.
Do you know what that did? You were no longer responsible, and now I was responsible to get the boat there. So now he's no longer angry at you. He wants to know why I haven't taken over control.
Well, there you go.
these were not the stories that I thought were gonna come out, but I guess it doesn't get more real than that.
Oh,
does
we've
it?
had some good stories.
We've had some good stories. How about the time when I was younger and Karate Kid had just come out, and we had that watermelon,
Yeah.
and I asked if you could indeed chop the watermelon in half.
Oh, yes.
I guess this is me telling a story now.
Oh, your dad really got upset over this one.
I'm not sure any of us thought that you could actually get it done. And this is a big watermelon, and she's got it on the table. And
And
it's
your dad's
right
like-
in front of
Yeah.
where my dad sits, right at the end of the table. She, bam, puts it right there. And she goes, hi-ya! And she hit that watermelon with such ferocity. The old man had leaned in. Oh, that was a bad idea.
Well, when he
The next
sat
thing I
up-
know, she just like, bop, hits this watermelon, and I'm right on the other side of Mom, and I look up, and there's just juice and seeds coming off of Dad's face.
up his beard.
Do you think if I was doing a little interview with Dad that would be one of his highlight stories?
that would
What
prob-
else? Do you got anything else that while you have the microphone and you've caught the leprechaun?
Oh, yes, yes.
Is there anything you
Well,
would
we
like?
we put a pool in because you like to swim so much. You started swimming before you could even walk. I had you in swimming lessons.
They
Everyone
just
thought
threw me in the water. It was sink or swim.
everyone thought I was crazy because I started you probably 9 months swimming. So then we put in a pool, and you loved it except for the days that you had to help clean it, or you had to help pull.
I was the
weeds.
only one that cleaned it.
Okay.
Well,
was-
with you.
Yeah. But it
Because I was
fun.
always in there, so no, I don't remember that part being fun. But it did teach me how to hold my breath longer.
I know. It was fun. That was fun times. Fun times. You loved that, and oh gosh, when you graduated, you'd had a little bit of episode with the school you were in, so we had to switch you to another school, the general.
That is not how that went.
Well,
I was in
anyway,
no, not anyways. We was in a different school district, and then something could have kind of. What had happened was.
Well, let's just say when he graduated, I had to use colors from the first school, purple and gold.
Because I
and
bleed
I
it.
had to use colors from the second school he went to,
She didn't have to.
which were orange and black.
You wouldn't let me not do that.
I know, because I was so god awful thankful that I finally got you through high school. I was so happy.
I
So,
had like a 3.2 GPA.
it has nothing to do with your knowledge. It was what was following in him. Like hey, it's Steve, your boy. Yeah, yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways, I got you through high school. We made it, thank God.
so I'll end with this. And let's see if Mama can pick it up. So, my whole life, you've had my back. And my whole life, you've carried me on your back. How did I used to get around when I was really little?
Oh, probably on my back.
On your back, wrapped
Wrapped around my throat. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were trying to choke me out
I was.
or if you were just enjoying your mom and son time together. I'd like to go with the mom and son time together.
And that's what we're going to end this Mother's Day edition with, because that's what it really was, guys. All right. Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Peace. We're out.